Greetings, my human friends. This again is Rudolf of Germany, the tall white alien. In the last video I spoke about the dangers which Donald Trump is facing, the transitory time between both presidencies is crucial to him. But he is not a stupid man, and he has done something very ingenious in order to give himself at least a partial chance to establish himself as the next US president and be able, to a certain extent, to guarantee his safety. This is the subject of today I want to talk about. I will give you some insights which you may not have heard anywhere else, and we, the tall white aliens, have done a little bit also to protect our good friend Donald Trump. You might have heard in the press that Donald Trump is siding to a certain extent with the Israeli government and is not rejecting, as Obama does, the settlement program in the West Bank. He keeps himself rather back when it comes to this question, and he does not criticize the far-right political establishment of Israel. At the same time, he does vehemently attack the Iranian government. He would like to block any further advancement, to normalize the political climate, and even like to reverse the advances they have made during the Obama time when it came to the nuclear contracts. All of this has a good reason. Traditionally, the Jews of America tend to vote for the Democratic Party, and only to a lesser extent are behind and supporting the Republicans. But nevertheless, in both parties they are deeply interwoven, and even if the Jewish population of America is a minority, due to their high education and financial strength, for both parties they are very, very important and also very influential. By siding with the far-right Jewish or even Zionist part of the Jewish establishment on this planet, Donald Trump has cemented a certain piece of support and give himself a certain shield and cover from the total onslaught against his person. If, and this is the ingenious way Donald Trump has worked in this respect, if you cement and establish a support in both parties, even if it's only a minority, but in both parties and their huge financial power and influence in America and around the world, then you have a very strong partner on your side. And exactly this is how Donald Trump undermines the voice of the Republican and even to a higher extent the voice of the Democrats to be in unison against him. He has in both parties at least the support of the far-right Jewish population and the Zionists, and this is crucial to him to be able to manage the next 4 years. Naturally, as I have spoken before, for the Palestinian population in the West Bank and for the Iranian population, this is not necessarily good news at this point of time. But let me tell you, the Iranian question, the way he is expressing himself about the contracts when it comes to the nuclear facilities, all of this, as well as the question of the settlements, will be diplomatically during the first few weeks and months of his presidency watered down, and eventually a little bit of reasonable situations will be established. He will please, in a certain extent, the Zionists. He has to, because they are his life insurance, so to speak. And at the same time, he will make clear that the settlements cannot go on as they do right now. As well, he will listen, and the rather aggressive stand against Iran will slowly fall into the shadows and into the background and will normalize again. The whole situation we are standing right now is that Donald Trump is trying to get the capital on his side in both parties. Donald Trump knows that who has the money has the power, and who has the power can protect him. And as a good New Yorker, he has a first-class insight and sees how the structure of the banking establishment, as well as diplomacy and politics, goes between the United States and Israel. If Donald Trump has a chance at all, this is his card. This is what he has to foster, and the relations to the Jewish people in general, and to a certain extent to the Zionists, is crucial for him. Otherwise, if he would have these groups also against him, the chance for him to become the President of the United States would be limited to a very, very small chance, actually. But he has the many mistakes the Obama administration made as a gift for him, because the Obama administration is not only trying to discredit him, but at the same time fell into the back of the Zionists by standing out of the vote for, as you have seen before, for the UN vote against the settlements. This has upset the Israelis, of course, the Israeli government, and this has given more weight to Donald Trump, and it was basically a gift from Obama to Trump, and very bad diplomatic politics from the outgoing administration. There have been many mistakes made by the administration, as we all know, and the advisors of Obama have basically not realized that Trump is playing a very smart diplomatic game and pulled the Jewish establishment onto his side, which is basically the financial backbone of the United States. This way, he may have a chance to get a bit of work done and a certain survival chance, as I hope. With these words, I wish you a pleasant New Year, Rudolf of Germany.